Read from, there is a similar statement by Indra from here. You can read. Venu Prabhu, you can read. Shantanu is not reading. You can read. Okay, Abhishek, you can read. Abhishek, you can read.
There is a similar statement by Indra, the king of heaven, in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 18th chapter, verse 74. There Indra addressed Mother Diti in this manner: My dear mother, persons who have given up of all kinds of desire and are simply engaged in devotional service to the Lord know what is actually their self interest. Such persons are actually serving their self interests and are considered first class experts in the matter of advancing to the perfectional stage of life.
We discuss this
In-
issue. That our real self-interest is to actually serve the Supreme Lord. When we do that, then we get truly satisfied. And when we engage that way, then we can give up all kinds of desires. Because all those desires, they don't give us to fulfillment. That's not our real self-interest. So our real self-interest is when we serve the Lord. I give the example like when a child is hungry, sometimes he doesn't know he needs food. Yeah, I experienced this when I was a young boy, kid. I say my mother, I don't know what is this hunger. One day I was feeling so much pain in my stomach. I told, I want medicine. My mother told, don't, no medicine, take this food. No, I want medicine. And then she fed. And after that, my pain was gone. Then I asked mother, what, how did it happen? She said that is called that was the hunger, what we're feeling pain. No, really. The same is just like a child. He doesn't know what is real self-interest, no? But mother knows. So we also don't know what our real self-interest. That is Krishna. Krishna tells us, Guru tells us that your real self-interest is to serve the Lord. When you serve the Lord, you become happy. Correct. No? Abhishek, can you put your video on? I mean, I might be knowing you, but still, I just want to see you.
Yeah, actually, I'm not like video ready right now, so
From where you are?
I'm back in India. So I was in like I was visiting Boston office when I was there, and I'm back in India now.
You working, huh?
Yeah, I'm working. Yeah, so it's 6 in the morning today, right now in India.
Where we met before?
We must have met in Boston Temple.
You're trying to come back?
No plans yet, but I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So next, Venu
In
will
the
next read.
seventh, sorry.
Yeah, Robert, you can read. Robert, you can read in the seventh canto.
In the seventh canto of the Bhagavatam, sixth chapter, verse 25, Maharaja Prahlada says, my dear friends born into atheistic families, if you can please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, then there is nothing more rare in this world. In other words, if the Supreme Lord Krishna is pleased with you, then any desire you may have within the core of your heart can be fulfilled without any doubt. As such, what is the use of elevating yourself by the results of fruitive activities, which are automatically achieved in all events by the modes of material nature? And what is the use for you of spiritual emancipation or liberation from material bondage? If you are always engaged in chanting the glories of the Supreme Lord and always relishing the nectar of the lotus feet of the Lord, there is no necessity for any of these. by this statement of Prahlada Maharaja. It is clearly understood the one who takes pleasure in chanting and hearing the transcendental glories of the Lord has already surpassed all kinds of material benedictions, including the results of pious fruitive activities, sacrifices, and even liberation from material bondage.
So yeah, so the seventh canto, so Prahlad Maharaj's prayers are very beautiful and
Yes.
you can see that how Prahlad Maharaj was praying that you free me from all kinds of material desires from the core of my heart. It's a beautiful prayer. No? Everybody in this world is looking for fulfillment of his material desires. And Prahlad Maharaj is praying that, Lord, free me from all varieties of material desires. So this you can see how the pure desire should be. Basically, we don't want to have fulfillment of material desire. Whether we want to have desires to serve the Lord. So everybody in this world has selfish desire. So, and those desires never lead us to true happiness. Because the degree you are self-centered, trying to just satisfy your senses for some gratificated desires, to that degree actually will never be happy and satisfied. So I was saying that Rama said, my dear friends, born in different families, you can please the Supreme Lord Krishna, then there is nothing more in the world. There was, if you Supreme Lord is pleased, any desire you may have in the core of your heart can be fulfilled without any trouble. That's what the due of elevating yourself by result of fruitive activities. It's ultimately achieved in all events in half. So, it says that what is the use of elevating yourself as a result of fruitive activities which are ultimately achieved in all events by the modes of material nature? And what is used for you of spiritual emancipation or liberation from material bondage? So if one is engaged in the chanting the glories of the Lord and always relishing the nectar of the Lord, so to speak, then there is no necessity for any of this. So there is a verse in Gita also, Param Dishta Nivartate. When one gets a taste in glories of the Lord, engaging in the chanting the glories of the Lord, serving the Lord, then automatically one forgets this all kinds of materialistic desires, pursuit to fulfill all these materialistic desires. So ultimately, we are looking for that satisfaction, that fulfillment. But even though one goes for so many varieties of material desires, the heart still remains, unfulfilled only. There's no fulfillment. Because the any kind of material things has no capacity to nourish the soul. Because soul is spiritual in nature. How can anything matter nourish the soul? That's why we need engagement in devotional service. And by that, soul gets real nourishment. And I can see also, like those of you who chant regularly, those of you who are reading Gita, hearing Gita, you find eventually become strong. Like as kids, we don't understand, right? Like the importance of exercise, importance of diet, we don't understand. So many times, teacher has to tell, mother has to tell, mother has to tell. Still, we just want to play, we don't want to eat, we don't want to do exercise. But if we do it somehow, we hear them, then you'll see our strength increases. Our body becomes strong. And we become more, our immunity develops. So many things happen, good things happen. But just by eating, like sometimes I'd be very skinny from my childhood. Suddenly, sometimes somebody will say that, hey, kya skinny, all that. Then I feel very bad. Then I tell my mother, today I eat 5 chapatis. Give me more chapatis. And I drink milk also. So I just, And I think that literally, I think if I'm eating it tomorrow, I'll be fat. I think like that. But I did not happen. It did not work like that. I literally feel, maybe I'll now gain so much of weight and fat or it will not work. Right? But consistently, if you keep doing, you'll gain strength. See. Same way, when we also perform devotional service, we may not understand immediately how it is impacting. But you keep chanting, you keep reading, you keep hearing. Then you see slowly you gain strength. You'll see that how you feel satisfied much deeper way. It never you get by any kind of material pursuits. This is called higher taste. So Krishna consciousness is not some kind of only some on the faith, somehow you just keep dragging on. No, one actually can start experiencing the real joy of getting more and more connected with Krishna. And one feels strength, devotional strength, spiritual strength eventually. So, but one has to stick to the process nicely. If haphazardly we eat here 1 day and 2 days we don't eat, then when we don't get proper strength also, right? Then we don't see the result properly. So, of course, there is some result, but to actually be able to properly make good advancement, one should consistently perform devotional service. Not like, when I feel like I chant, then I don't feel like I don't chant. Then you don't make proper advancement many times. So, consistent effort is required. You're saying, what is use for you of spiritual emancipation? One more, two. What is use of spiritual emancipation? Or liberation from material bond? If you're always engaged in chanting glories of the Lord, Supreme Lord, and always relishing the nectar for any of these, by this statement of Prahlad Maharaj, it is clearly that one who takes pleasure in chanting and hearing concerted glories of the Lord has already surpassed all kinds of material benediction, including the results of pious activities, sacrifice, even liberation from material bondage. See. So, see, we all look for some material happiness, correct? Material assets and everything. Some material, and we look for liberation eventually. So actually, by serving the Lord, they are telling about the Lord, you get everything anyway. See, tell me, when you go to abode of the Lord, you get the highest, quality of anything what you want to have, like say food. Highest quality of food will be in the spiritual world. You want some relationship happening. The highest quality of relationship fulfillment and satisfaction will be in the spiritual world. You want a nice place to dwell in, stay in. The highest quality of the houses and everything will be there in the spiritual world. Actually. You want a very healthy body and good body and everything. The highest perfection of your healthy body, good body is the spiritual body. So whatever you're desiring, even materially, so by actually sticking to devotional service, that's why it is said all the desires are fulfilled when you actually take shelter of the Guru and Krishna. Jai Prasade Pure Sarvasha. All our other desires are, actually, or put desires we keep desiring without Krishna. Actually, with Krishna, you get highest fulfillment of all your desires. So, of course, it's not in a selfish way. The whole crux of bhakti is selflessly, want to serve Krishna, and then you automatically have all that. But you don't, because what is happening, you're feeling such fulfillment with the love, what we receive, the exchange of love. So, other things become secondary. I will give an example. Let's say you go to your parents' house. So, what matters a lot? How much the parents have got assets and gadgets and all that stuff, or how much the love what they are offering to you. What matters to you the most? You go to your house because of the gadgets, and now your father has got AC also, and this also, that also. That is the latest car. That is the attraction, or you go to the parents because of the love what you get. What do you think? Any one of you?
Nothing is possible.
No, I'm just asking, what do you look for when you go home? Any child who goes to home for what purpose?
Love.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No? It's a poor family, average family, rich family, doesn't matter. It's the same happiness. You see, vacation, everybody runs. It doesn't matter. Sometimes the rich family may be there, but child is not so wanting to go because he feels very dejected because nobody's there to pay attention.
Oh, these are both of them.
You give it, I'll see. I'll figure it out. So, what do you think, Abhishek?
Yeah, because of love, we return back to our families.
Yeah. The same way, the love is the most satisfying factor, you see, not the gadgets and assets and all that. And we keep looking for
Yep.
that. And when you go to your father, like Krishna is our actual father, right? So he's anyway omnipotent. Everything is his only. So that is anyway at beck and call of yours. So the devotee for him, at his beck and call, everything is there. All material facilities, all kinds of material enjoyment, everything. I mean, not material enjoyment, any kind of enjoyment, any kind of facility, any liberation, everything is at beck and call of the devotee. But devotee is not interested in that. Just like a child is not so interested in what parents have. Child is interested in love of the parents. What do you think? As a kid, of course, when you grow up, we start thinking another way. But as a kid, I'm saying, as a kid, what the kid is most wanting from parents? No. Actually, as kid, we never see only. My father is rich, poor, and all. We don't even think about it much, right? We are happy. We're completely happy. Of course, in some extreme poverty situation and all, sometimes we may have some concern. But the point is, in general, you see that. So, having the nourishment of the soul to the love of the Lord, when you engage in devotional service, that is so fulfilling. The devotee does not care for anything, and everything is there for at the beck and call of the devotee. Actually, like Prabhupada had so much money because so many people wanted to serve. Prabhupada got so much of. Prabhupada said, "I was earning 40 rupees when I came to West, but now we have like billions and billions of dollars are there. So many books are being distributed, so many temples are there in that. But Prabhupada was saying, Prabhupada was not at all attached to anything. Same way he would give lecture in 1965 also. The same thing he would give lecture in 1997 also. No much change. Not change. Prabhupada was saying the same philosophy, same purity. Because he was doing everything for Krishna. He is expressing Krishna's love when he had nothing. When Krishna expressing Krishna's love when he has everything. Krishna gave. So it doesn't matter. Because what matters is the love. Fair, no? So devotee becomes indifferent to all this. Desires for material things. He doesn't care. But for that, we have to cultivate our relationship with Krishna very systematically. By practicing devotional service. Otherwise, Krishna consciousness is only a theory for us. If we don't commit to it properly, we won't experience so much of joy and happiness is awaiting for us. If we just little bit take it seriously. The shelter which you will receive, beyond birth and death, you feel that shelter from the Lord. In happiness and distress, you feel the shelter of the Lord. And that is very satisfying. So let us pause here. Let's see if there is any reflection. Devotees can share on one reflection. It will be nice. Yes. Any reflection? Yes, we start from Abhishek. Please share one reflection and then we'll go on. Yeah.
So, I got to learn that, you don't have to worry about your desires, and if you have, faith in the ultimate God, your desire would be taken care of by itself.
Okay. Venu Prabhu?
Chant with consistency and have faith and stay away from materialistic world as much as possible. Practice staying away from the materialistic world.
Yeah, materialistic world means we live in materialistic world, but we have to focus on our service. We should do it as an offering to Krishna. When we live in this world, we can be engaging in everything Krishna service also. Yeah. And Prashant Prabhu? Prashant was there? No, he's not.
Right. Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji, he's not with me right now.
Okay, you want to share, Mataji? Anything?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I came little late, but yeah, what I got to know that how Prahlad Maharaj he prayed to God for to liberate him from to not to have any material desires. So the devotion, only the devotional service can liberate us from all the material desires, and only we can have the true love and affection in the spiritual world.
Srinivasan Prabhu, want to share any point? Srinivasan Prabhu? Srinivasan Prabhu is not available, I think. Okay, Poonam Mataji?
Just that, just like Prahlad Maharaj says, ki if you are chanting and hearing all the time, so then your all material desire will disappear, and you can uh, 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 you can just pass through all the just don't listen actually carefully today, Prabhuji.
Correct. Engaging in chanting Hare Krishna,
So, matlab,
then you are surpassing all the material desires. Correct.
you don't desire matlab, material
Yeah,
desire.
you
You are
don't
just
care for any other material.
pass through all the material desire.
Yeah. He doesn't care, and he's already surpassed all kinds of material addiction. Even liberation also.
Yeah.
It's very true. Robert Prabhu, what is your reflection? Yes, Robert?
Yes, it seems that even if I guess I'm coming from like a family that is an atheist, I can still have a lot of success by exposing myself to learn about and engage in devotional service.
Again, tell again what you said. At least what?
Yeah, so I guess even if my family is like atheists, I can still have the opportunity to learn and be able to have the rewards from devotional service.
Yeah, correct. So that's what he's saying here, no? Because Prahlad Maharaj prays like this. Although you're born in a atheistic family, you can please the Lord, Krishna. And there is nothing more rare in this world than service to Krishna and pleasing the Supreme Lord. And everything is all your perfection of all desires. The perfection of fulfillment of all the desires is there in serving the Lord. The Lord is pleased with you, then any desire you may have in the core of God can be fulfilled without any doubt. But actually, one gets perfection of desire by having fulfillment of the need of the soul, the true need of the soul. That's what happens eventually. But Supreme Lord can award anything to his devotees. Srinivasan, you want to share any point?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I joined late, sorry. What I understood is that when practicing devotional service, initially we may not understand anything by reading or by chanting or feel blissful. But as we keep practicing it continuously, that consistency in devotional service will help us actually to understand better, and eventually they will feel blissful. Am I right, Prabhuji?
You're right. Yeah, we did discuss a little bit here. Well, I mean, yeah, it may be taken as a reflection. It's good. Okay, Prabhu. So,
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy that you came. I think you must be driving your son, I think, right?
No. I just reached home and then taking care of things here.
Yeah. I think most of the time you're riding in the class, no? 8 o'clock. Most of the time you're riding that time, right?
No, I was taking things from the car and other things. I just home and then taking the. So I was also heard. I also heard we also try to keep our body nice, but the ultimate perfection is to get a spiritual body. Am I-
Yeah, correct. Yeah. We were saying that whatever material people also have in this world,
Mhm.
the highest fulfillment of all the desires is there in the spiritual world.
Mhm.
You desire to eat food, nice. Spiritual world is the best food you get.
Mhm.
I mean, even if you think in terms of, from that logic, you want healthy body, no, good, most beautiful body. The spiritual body is the most beautiful and healthy.
Yes.
You want nice relationships, and all that. So they're the most healthiest relationship you get in the spiritual world.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You want nice home to live and all this. Spiritual world has the best facilities for your accommodation. So that means I'm saying that in spiritual life you don't lose anything actually. It's the highest fulfillment. But what I was saying, but the devotee is not looking for all that. Devotee is happy in that love with them. So everything is at the beck and call. So what is not attainable for devotee? Everything at the beck and call of them. And devotee doesn't care for it because devotee is so satisfied in having love with the Lord. If I was giving an example of somebody goes to his home, he doesn't care. Like I don't think Vishnu or Shruti Radha must be caring about how much money you have in the bank balance. Even if you go to switch to another small home, they will not have any issue. So they are kids. They simply see that you love them, support them, they are happy. What do you think?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
I never thought about all this so much. Of course, when my parents would say we have to earn more, but we were carefree. We were happy because we were happily and lovingly cared by parents. That's all. When
Yes.
we grow up, then we start thinking so many things. Same way, as devotees, we will be more satisfied in association with the Lord. So we don't care about anything. So even if we don't have, even if some devotee, maybe in the material world also, he's most happy because the love of Krishna is more satisfying. When you forget all this. But what I'm saying is, Krishna anyway awards everything to devotee. And devotee is not interested. Devotee uses all that in Krishna service only. The spiritual world is only focuses service. Correct, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's what we're trying to learn here. In material world, we try to learn this. Instead of trying to just look for our own enjoyment, we're trying to serve Krishna. We're catching the crux. And that mood is what is going to help us to access that association of Krishna, the love of Krishna. And then we'll be most happy and satisfied. There's a fulfillment of all desires. Because it is above the having satisfaction of having love of Krishna. That fulfillment is way higher than any kind of material relation what we can do. Jai Prasade Pure Sarvasha is the highest fulfillment of all our desires. It's a real self-interest. That's why you have to focus on service. Towards my service in all situations of life. It's a life or death or disease or happiness, success, convenience, not convenience. People are respecting you, people are insulting you, people are glorifying, people are criticizing. Good relationship, bad relationship. In all situations of life, when you focus on how can I serve the Lord, how can I please the Lord. That touches the heart of the Lord. We can only do one thing, focus on service. That's what we should do always. What's my service? My service is to chant, my service is to read, my service is to whatever, help in preaching, and help in temple. Like that, we just focus on service. And that's how we go towards becoming more and more advanced in our spiritual life. Because that's what pleases the Lord. That's how we can please the Lord more. It's our preparation for going back to God. That's how we prepare. The devotee means we focus on service. Okay, so thank you all very much. For a short notice, you all joined. I'm being a bit inconsistent by 8 p.m. nowadays. I try to improve because I get many other engagements. I have another class, Wednesday, Fifth class. But I'll try to make it more consistent. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.